Rifle squad ready for action.
Welcome to a 4v4 on Lienne Forest. This game is going to be Base Costanza, Sexual Tyrannosaurus, Fog, Cracky 23, and Chad 1000 against Corleone, IQ SOS, Fab Top 11, and Lidocaine. We've got, I think, 2 US and 2 Soviets for the Allies in the north, and 2 Oberkommando West and 2 Ostheer in the south. So all factions equally represented, and wow, lots of commander selections already. Fortified armor, fortifications, encirclement, and breakthrough have all already been picked before the 2-minute mark. Meanwhile, the Allies have also picked infantry, shock rifle, and recon support. Only person who hasn't picked his commander yet is Cracky 23. So, I guess everybody knows what they're going to be doing in this game. I've never done a cast on Lienne Forest, so this will actually be mine. That'll be a first for me today. And I'm not really very familiar with the map. I just know that it's kind of got a cluster of points generally over here. Munitions, victory point there, victory point in the river, victory point there, and then the fuels are kind of close to the bases, so pretty easy to maintain fuel control. Munitions can be contested, however, in the forest area and in the town. But generally the map looks like it gets split pretty much horizontally in half. Looks like the north kind of has a munitions advantage though, not having to cross the river to get control of this munitions point, and kind of having an equal chance of grabbing that one too, so I don't know. Seems kind of like munitions kind of favors the north a little bit, but maybe not. Engagement happening here on the strategic point. Conscripts taking up a position in the house to engage those pioneers. It looks like the Axis is doing quite well here on the right side, having already successfully stolen a Maxim, but it looks like they might lose it again to that nicely placed Molotov. Another Maxim over here is caught setting up. It actually gets pinned. The stolen Maxim just won't go down. Oh, and there's an MG42 set up back here. That Maxim will make it away unharmed. Well, not unharmed, but they will make it away. And these riflemen on the flank do force a retreat from those stern pioneers. This Maxim looks like it's going to get stolen again. Those riflemen are kind of dancing around. Not sure if they want to engage. I don't think that they'll have too much success with an MG42 and a Maxim over there. Meanwhile, on the left side, looks like things are going quite well for the Allies. IQ SOS kind of being forced to engage alone, since his teammate Corleone has produced 2 mortars and doesn't have that much pushing power. So Sexual Tyrannosaurus is just kind of holding up this conscripts over here. Meanwhile, the Axis have pretty much taken all points here on the right side. Central point has been whited. Allies kind of hesitant to do anything until more reinforcements arrive. Forward retreat point has been established here. That'll probably be an important defensive position. Lots of allied infantry here. Ooh! Lots of damage going out on those Volksgrenadiers. Oorang through his own flames, takes minimal damage trying to get past that Maxim. He is successful, but there is of course still an MG42 on the other flank. Molotov goes out there. A fresh Maxim just got stolen there on the left side, though. Riflemen moving around the right flank. They're kind of clumped. They need to spread out a little bit. It looks like they might get clear, unless they stop moving. Oh, jeez. No grenade tech either. I think they're gonna get pinned. Sort of trying to crawl past arc fire, but it's not working. Another rifleman squad moving up from the center. And I'm not sure who's gonna win this. Sturm Pioneers moving up to support. Should probably chase away the pin squads instead of charging the full health one. And he probably shouldn't stop in the middle of the road either. What is he doing? Oh no. One full squad of riflemen just went down, but these Sturm Pioneers are taking heavy damage. I don't think they're being microed at all. And they just got wiped. Machine gun also went down. Grenadiers moving up to reinforce, however. Sturm officers are coming as well. Meanwhile, way over here on the left side, it looks like we've got a couple of Soviet mortars being fielded. Some American infantry making its way around the outside flank as well. Machine gun in the building. And the victory point remains in Axis hands. Some various Axis infantry also harassing the strategic point there. And we have a Schwer Panzer headquarters going up here to defend the mortars and machine gun position. It looks like this engagement is turning in favor of the Allies. Grenade's gonna miss. Infantry support gun is firing in the area as well. Some of these squads falling quite low, but otherwise it looks like that munitions point could be decapped finally. Looks like there might be an opportunity to steal this machine gun as well. Although Chad's forces are quite desperate for healing. Shock troops on the field. And a Greyhound is on the field. Ooh.
Greyhound, ready for action. M8, ready for battle.
Axis pushing hard here. All these infantry will be forced away. And that will cut off the Allied fuel cache and munitions point.
Greyhound, ready for action.
Pack howitzer has been fielded. It's actually doing, ooh, pretty decent amount of damage. That was a nice hit right there. 7 kills already, not bad. Canister round going out. Oh, that was a nasty one. Ouch, that just wiped 2 full Panzer Shrek squads. Nice canister shot in combination with a pack howitzer. That's, that was something. And IQSOS will have to field a lot of fresh troops. Now that that just happened, he doesn't have a whole lot left. Meanwhile, here in the center, it looks like the Allies still maintain control of the munitions point. The infantry support gun is firing away, but it's apparently not really hitting anything. Firing at that super high angle. It's just kind of firing randomly. But the Axis do continue to hold the right side munitions point. And somebody just dropped. Okay. So much for that guy. Molotov is going out.
Battle damage estimates show the enemy at 300 points.
Pretty nasty army set up right here. Looks like he's either just camping there or he's thinking about making a push to that munitions point again. That wouldn't be very easy with all of these machine guns set up, including a stolen MG42. On the left side, looks has hit the field and forces away everything. Stormtroopers being called into a house as well. We've got a couple Greyhounds making their way over to the left side. I'm not sure if 2 Greyhounds can beat a Lux. I think they probably can, but there is a Panzerschreck here, plenty of Panzerfausts here. Once they round the corner, they're gonna see this Greyhound. Oh no! Oh! Full squad gets taken out. He does get a Faust off on one of them, but the other one is still available. Nice move getting into the house, however. He won't be able to canister round them inside of the house. Heavy damage inflicted on that looks by the something. Actually, I have no idea. Oh, by this captain. He's gonna try and get one more volley off. He's taking heavy damage. Decides to change his mind. And he will retreat. There is a Sherman on the field, however. Hopefully that will have a little bit better luck. Conscripts are about to counter this pack. It's completely undefended. I'm not sure where all of his infantry went. Oh, it's in his base.
We have lost a pack.
Well, that's not good. He just lost a pack. Cracky could steal it with one of those conscript squads, but I guess he's not gonna do that. Probably wouldn't have gotten away with it with those Storm Pioneers so close by. Sherman does encounter the Lux. Still has high explosive rounds equipped though. Not sure if he's thinking about switching or not. I don't know what his odds are of penetration with HE rounds equipped, but clearly they're not very good. And there it goes. I think he switched rounds and now... Oh, nice crush! Just turns all of those Sturm Pioneers into roadkill. Nice usage of that Sherman there at the very... at the moment it hits the field. Definitely had very good shock value. Big push over here by this Commando West blob. And simultaneously a blob of riflemen making its way for the right side victory point. There's a field gun set up, takes some shots for a high explosive barrage, but unfortunately nothing really connects, and those Sturm Pioneers should be able to clear that out no problem. The Greyhounds are rotating over to the munitions point, however. There goes one canister round. Gets almost all of those Panzer Fusiliers. Second canister round wipes out the field gun. He's getting a lot of mileage out of his canister rounds. No doubt about that. That squad is falling dangerously low and gets wiped. Lots of Molotovs going out as well, and this blob of conscripts should be able to force everything away, and the munitions point will fall to the Allies once again. Meanwhile, it looks like Chad is just standing here on the victory point. But he has secured that. Pack Howitzer is up to Vet 1. Once it hits Vet 2, it's an insanely powerful killing machine. Just gonna probably keep trying to vet that up. Firing now on something. Oh, he's firing in this area. Nice move. Gets a kill on those mortars. But he has to fire at a really high angle to be able to hit back here. Meanwhile, we've got some infantry making their way around the flank. Nice shock troop flank as well. Full squad of Obersoldaten just got wiped. Oh, that Sherman is just blasting through the lines. There's not very much AT in here. Just one Panzerschreck on these stormtroopers. However, the shock troops were forced to retreat, and actually with this Panzerschreck up here, the Sherman could be in a bit of trouble if something doesn't come save it, like right now. His pack howitzer is firing. If he makes use of white phosphorus, he might be able to provide some smoke. It's just letting it auto-fire though. Panther's making its way forward as well. Canister round going out. Almost wipes that. Sherman might finish it off. Yes, there it goes. Stormtroopers and Panther continue to chase. And the Sherman will go down. Lots of LMG riflemen moving up to try and punish that infantry squad, but there's not much that they can do against that Panther, with only the captain and the pack howitzer available to even go damage it. But there is a Jackson on the field making its way to the front lines. Chad is continuing to chill in the forest. Pretty much just microing his greyhounds around. He doesn't seem to care about doing anything other than driving his greyhounds. His riflemen are just standing here in the trees. Those LMG riflemen are probably going to shred this infantry even inside of the house. If they were to toss a grenade, that would definitely seal the engagement for them, but it looks like it's going pretty well regardless. And again, this pack howitzer is about to fire. Oh! One squad gets wiped. Two squads get wiped. But mortar fire is going to force those riflemen to reposition. One squad has to retreat. More stormtroopers getting fielded out of this building. Nice dodge of that grenade by the pack howitzer. Intelligently repositioning that to safety at the right time. Bundle grenade also gets dodged quite nicely. These shock troops are trying to catch up to that sprinting squad of stormtroopers, but they are going to make it somewhere. I don't know what he's planning to do with them. The greyhounds catch him. Here comes the canister round. Oh, but it didn't really connect. Only one model taken out. Shock troops making their way back towards the left side victory point. Meanwhile, the center, not a lot of fighting over the center victory point, but currently it's getting taken out and opposed by some conscripts. And the VPs are quite firmly in Axis favor, I think. I don't know, the colors are switched again for some reason. Yeah, Axis favor. Axis have 470, Soviets, or Allies have 160, so Allies don't have a lot of time to turn things around. Soviets late game could be good. We've got, well, IS-2s possibly, IS-Us possibly, and the other guy has IS-2s. So yeah, we're definitely going to see some heavy Soviet tanks to try and turn things around here in the end. Something that I think we've seen before in a similar game.
We are losing territory.
Wow, this is hilarious. What is this build? 3 Stuarts and 3 Greyhounds. Okay. Well, looks like it's gonna work. Shell shock goes off on that looks, stunning it. Stuart's swarming it. It's almost like it's like a little mini tank battle. This is almost exactly the same as M10 storming a Tiger in the late game. Uh-oh. Panther shows up though. It's like they're playing with action figures almost. That Panther is like the King Tiger, and then the Stuarts are like the little Shermans. Baby's first tank fight. Ooh. Mortar will be forced to retreat. Shock troops closing in. Oh no. Nice use of smoke back there from someone. I'm actually not sure who deployed that smoke. Oh, nasty pack howitzer shot. That's that Vet 2 bonus I was talking about before, making it just a squad wiping machine. Shock troops managed to finish off the remaining squad member. And then they circle around over here to the left side, trying to find a way to grab this victory point. There's not a whole lot defending other than this Panther. Ooh, big charge by the Greyhounds here. Nice canister round right there, taking out the machine gun. Jackson pulls up and gets a nice shot on the Panther's frontal armor, and it's trying to blitz to safety and simultaneously get shots off on these Greyhounds where possible, but unfortunately it doesn't quite land anything. that great. Oh, a Broombar is on the field. And a second Panther. So things are actually getting pretty heated here on the left side. Not much that can take on these heavy Axis tanks. Ooh, that Broombar shot. Just took out 4 conscripts. Pushing retreat there. And the 3 Stuarts are rotating over to the left side as well. Again, the Axis are not making much of an effort over here. Chad's riflemen continue to just stand in the forest. There is a bit of a defensive force on the munitions point, although they quite badly need reinforcements. If an American player were to send an ambulance over here, that could definitely help. And the center victory point remains pretty much uncontested by either player, or either side. Jagdpanzer has been fielded, making its way up here towards the left side to support the dual Panther and Broombar. More stormtroopers getting fielded. Oh, I thought that was a squad wipe for a second, but actually that was only 1 sharpshooter. And they're dead. But they did manage to clear out that field gun. The victory points are once again taking in favor of the Allies, but probably not for long. Stormtroopers making their way to the left side victory point. Meanwhile, a bit of harassment over here for the munitions point. Looks like that Maxim may pin that squad before they can capture it, although they will be able to wipe the point. Since they are in yellow cover and they won't get suppressed that fast. Captain taking heavy damage as he tries to get a shot off on that Jagdpanzer. Will be forced to retreat. Pretty heavy damage on that Grenadier squad low. Another Panther hits the field. That is a lot of Panthers. Pretty heavy investment into medium armor by the Axis. May not be seeing any Tigers or King Tigers or anything like that for quite some time. Medium armor and tank destroyers. Of course, for Corleone, this is as heavy as it's going to get. Since he went austere and fortification armor. Well, I take that back, he could get an elephant, I guess, but I don't know if that would be optimal on this map. And the encirclement doctrine player also has, you know, heavy column tanks. So Panthers and Brevere are pretty much the best that he can do. Commando West players may get the slack a little bit. They could get a Yogg-Seeker, they could get a Seeker. See what they choose to do. In the meantime, the All-Star players are having a field day with their medium tanks. Oh man, but their infantry are just getting picked off over and over again by that hack howitzer. Or maybe it was the Scott. I don't know. I can't tell. They look. I guess that one was the Scott. They look very similar. Recon battle group getting dropped on the victory point here by Chad, making heavy use of his doctrine in this game. Ooh. There goes that squad, though. Trying to use this bazooka squad to take out the Broombar, but I don't know if it's going to go that well for him. Trying to get to safety. Meanwhile, these stormtroopers are not being microed, and they're going to get taken out by the LMG riflemen. Ooh, kind of nailed himself a little bit with his own attack outs from there. Wow, that recon battle group did not work very well. Spent 900 manpower on that, and it's all been completely destroyed. Meanwhile, his light vehicle army is still going strong. He's lost 1 Greyhound, with his 3 Stuarts and 2 Greyhounds are still alive. Ooh, T-3485s have been deployed by Cracky. Nice flank on that Panther. Oh, and he gets a damaged engine. That is pretty much guaranteed dead. The question really is whether or not that Broombar is going to get to safety, but he's not even trying to get it out of there. He's just leaving it. Just leaving it to die. Stuarts are moving in to help with shell shock. We do have a stunned Broombar there. Panther has been destroyed by an IS-2. All the Collin tanks moving up at this point. Might see another shell shock here. Oh, he nails it at maximum range, but he doesn't get the stun, just vision block damage. Which I'm not sure that even really, what that even really does. Oh, he did command a stun now. Stun ends. pulls back further to safety. There's a Schwer Panzer headquarters here. Starts to take a little bit of damage from the T-3485s. The KV-8 is now going to start melting it down. It's taking extremely heavy damage, and it will go down. Incendiary barrage going down on this huge clump of forces over here. Infantry support gun gets cleared, mortar gets cleared, second mortar about to get cleared. There's a second Panther over here trying to engage. Shell shock goes off once again, damaging the vision block, but no crew shock. One Stuart does go down. Both of these Panthers have fallen quite low, and it looks like we do have a Königsjäger here from IQSOS. And the KV-8 will go down. All tanks will get forced back here on the left side, but there's a second set of T-3485s called in as well. So 4 T-3485s is going to be quite difficult, I think, for that King Tiger to take on. Meanwhile, I don't really know what's going on over here on the right side. There's a Volksgrenadier squad in this river for some reason. Jazz Riflemen continue to maintain their hold on this tree, and some stuff continues to defend that munitions point. Big tank swarm making its way for the left side victory point. 2 Jacksons moving up as well. Looks like assault artillery is going down in this sector, and it's inflicting some pretty heavy damage on these field guns. Ooh, nasty shell hits those shock troops, inflicting 4 model losses as well. Field guns do get to safety. A little bit of light damage on the Jacksons. Meanwhile, that King Tiger's taking quite a bit of damage. Shell shock active on the Stuart in the back. I'm not sure it's gonna make it up there in time though. But I don't know what this King Tiger is doing. Horrible pathing there, just like flipped around in reverse. Now it's pivoting like crazy. Shell shock goes off, gets vision blocked. Oh no! Stuart blocks its pathing. Oh, and it gets abandoned. There goes the Stuart, instantly melted by 3 packs and 2 Panthers. Okay, well, if anything else is around this corner, that could be very problematic. I think those Jacksons are getting a little overextended, and they will need to pull back to safety. The final Stuart is trying to do something. Oh, he was trying to steal the King Tiger, but he was too late, unfortunately. The King Tiger does go down to Jackson and field gunfire, and the final Stuart goes down as well. The 2 Greyhounds are now going in, and it just got instantly destroyed. And that one is probably also going to go down. There it goes. 3 Panthers over here. Not a whole lot the Allies can do without those T-3485s in the mix, but they're just kind of sitting up there. I think that they were probably on self-repair. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So he was waiting for them to get fully repaired before sending them back in, and they are being mobilized now. 4 Panthers over here now. They just keep coming, although losing that King Tiger is definitely significant. Oh, oh, wow. Yet another squad wipe from the back howitzer. I'm surprised the Axis haven't invested a little bit more into indirect fire of their own to decrew and /or destroy that thing.
Tank destroyer is ready for action. Rifle squad ready for action. Enemy forces now has 300 points remaining.
Oh, Jagdtiger on the field. Okay, and a flak half-track. Interesting choice. One of them, actually no, I take it back. None of the enemy are airborne. I don't know why he purchased this. I was about to say, good choice if up against airborne, but not up against airborne, so now he's driving it straight into some conscripts. Ooh, nice shot from the infantry support gun, though. Wipes one of those squads. If that flak half-track would hold still for 1 second, it might be able to wipe another one. Just kind of trying to rely on lottery wins from that infantry support gun, but there's an IS-2 now moving up, and unless the Jagdtiger and Panthers move to respond immediately, it's going to go down. Oh no. Well, there, so much for that thing. Not sure what he was thinking. Jagdtiger gets off a nice shot, though. Good chunk of that IS-2's health. Panthers are moving up to support now. They will encounter 3 T-34-85s across the river. IS-2's pathing was like terrible right there, and it faces reverse to the enemy. Took a ton of damage very quickly. Jagdtiger moving up, more Panthers moving up. Ram going off on the Jagdtiger, immobilizing the T-34 and shocking the Jagdtiger. Will not be able to fire. One of the Panthers goes down. So many T-34s. Jackson's moving up on from behind as well, inflicting a lot of damage at range, but the T-34s are going down so quick. The Jagdtiger has yet to even really take any damage. Jackson's going in deep. The smoke is making it difficult for them to fire. More smoke getting popped. Vet 2 Panther getting away with just a hair left. Incendiary artillery being dropped on the infantry. This Panther has its rear exposed. What is it doing? Turn around. Could go down. But Jackson has pulled out of range, and that Panther looks like it may survive as well. Axis have somehow managed to hold back that Axis assault, or that allied assault of tanks. That was a huge push by those T-34-85s and Jacksons. And looking at the losses, I think no Jacksons went down, so that's good for the U.S. Forces player. But from Cracky's point of view, I think he lost all of them. He has no T-34s remaining. That is a lot of dead T-34s over here, so that is bad. That definitely hurt. He really needed to trade a little bit more cost effectively, but he took out none of these Panthers, succeeded only in getting them up to Vet 2. So that is problematic. The next Axis push may be very difficult for the Allies to stop. As a result, they'll be relying very heavily on these Jacksons. Looks like Chad has finally rotated into medium armor / tank destroyers of his own. Throwing some Jacksons on the field now that all of his Stuarts and M8s are dead. Puma gets caught by some Vet Riflemen and its engine will get damaged. And Jackson moves up to take it out. Not sure why he would purchase such a late game Puma. Oh, maybe because he dropped. I forgot that he's AI. That's what this symbol means. You're replaced by the AI. Three Jacksons, Vet 2 Pack Howitzer, and Scott, a very powerful defensive force. Although the Jagdtiger is taking shots, you need to be very careful. He activated the building piercing shells, but he didn't really fire very much. He does not have vision. Now that he's Vet 1, he also has access to the supporting fire ability, which I believe will one-shot pretty much any American tank, so that's definitely kind of scary. Especially when there's this many tanks, pretty decent chance of actually hitting an enemy target. Huge push by those shock troops there for the center, but Corleone is just not paying any attention. He must be too busy repairing his Panthers or something, I don't know. Finally, he does retreat that Grenadier squad. This Grenadier squad firing a rifle grenade of its own. Backs pretty well. Takes out the 3 shock troop squad members. Panthers are moving up to support. Those 2 shock troops will have to retreat. Conscripts look like they may succeed in taking the central point. Victory points have actually been evened out relatively well. 200 to 125. The left side is being contested by the Axis once again. Nice grenade. Pack howitzer shot, clearing out those packs. Another flak half-track has been fielded by IQSOS, unfortunately. In fact, this whole push is being done by AI. There's none of the actual people players are helping with this. What was that? Pathfinder artillery? Looked like Pathfinder artillery, but I don't see any Pathfinders anywhere, so I don't know how that's possible. Oh no, it was just time on target. Scott may actually take out the flak half-track here. It's taking heavy damage. And then Jackson takes it out. Two Jacksons engaging over here on the right side. The three. Oh! Wow, Molotov on all the repairing pioneers just inflicted a ton of losses. And I think he may not be paying attention. Friendly fire from the infantry support gun took out one squad. Conscripts may take out the other two. Yep, there they go. Field guns firing on the Panthers at range, but the Yag Tiger is moving up to try and punish any tanks that may push. Oh my gosh, that conscript squad just wiped two Pio squads and a Grenadier squad, all behind enemy lines. Really needs to pay more attention to his infantry while he's moving those tanks. Meanwhile, the U.S. Forces player will succeed in retaking the left side. The right side will get taken by Chad's riflemen, which he's had over here pretty much the entire time. I don't know what was even harassing it, but he pushed it away. Wow, we've got two Panzerwerfers from Fab Top F, apparently. Ooh, what is that? What was that? I think that was zeroing artillery. Pretty sure that's zeroing artillery, despite it being horribly cost ineffective. Oh! He just blasted himself with his pack howitzer. He just lost a Vet 3 LMG rifleman squad to his own pack howitzer. Oh no. He's gonna lose this one too to the zeroing artillery.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Oh jeez, base Costanza's whole army of riflemen just died. He has none left. He's got 1,000 manpower though, so we'll easily be able to replenish that. But on the other hand, he doesn't really have the munitions to replace however many LMGs that was. Wow. That was bad. I think he kind of underestimated that zeroing artillery, which, although it's bugged and terrible, still does drop some shells. And they landed quite well. Yag Tiger doing quite well. It actually has 11 kills? Really? 8 of which are infantry. Maybe it uses supporting fire ability a little bit. I don't know. Sexual Tyrannosaurus has 770 munitions. He needs to be spamming his already so much harder. Kuba wagon hitting the field. Interesting choice. AI. Looks like Chad's riflemen finally got forced away here on the right side by the Panzerwerfers. Grenadiers will be able to take the victory point, and this is just way too many Panthers. Corleone has 4 Panthers, and a lot of veterancy on them as well. Nice army of Jacksons over here on the right side to try and keep them at bay, but it's going to be hard. Taking advantage of their superior range is, of course, his best chance.
We have reduced our foes to 100 points.
100 points remain for the Allies, and the VPs keep on flashing back and forth. The Axis are taking a pretty strong hold on all 3 of them now. Again, this is just the AI over here. AI is doing surprisingly well. Apparently there was a T-34 right there. I'm not sure how a T-34 ended up right there, but I don't think that was the best place for that T-34 to be, with 4 Panthers right next to it. I have no idea how it got there. I guess it just drove down through this area. Looks like another one died too. That's not good. Looks like we've got 2 fresh IS-2s hitting the field though. Apparently he's waited until he had a second one to engage. Neither of them has any kills. They're both freshly purchased, and the AI will be completely forced away. Oh, Lidocane's up here as well now. Jagdtiger takes a shot, killing the Sherman. Does have the wall-piercing shells active at the moment, and 3 Panthers are charging to close range against those IS-2s. Jagdtiger and Panthers combined deal massive damage to that IS-2, and it will be forced to retreat. Gets abandoned, and subsequently probably destroyed. But 3 Jacksons are moving up on the flank, but they're still right in front of that Jagdtiger. I don't know if that's a very good move. One of them gets pretty much instantly melted. The other one's fallen very low and goes down. All the allied tanks are being destroyed. Nice use of these Panthers on the other hand. But with sheer brute force, it looks like they will be able to take the left side victory point. Meanwhile, on the right side, they have successfully whited the point, which is good because they only have 2 points remaining, and they capture the left side victory point just in time. Right side victory point gets captured as well, but if the Allies make even the tiniest slip up, they will lose this game. There's 150 points remaining for the Axis. The Jagdtiger falling dangerously low, though. Incendiary barrage getting dropped on all of this infantry over here. Jackson does go down. The Panthers get to safety. Both infantry support guns cleared. Pack cleared. Stern piles wiped. Massive casualties inflicted. And we have a big push by these Jacksons. Despite being at incredibly low health, they were out for blood. Looks like he's going to go deep and try and take out the Jagdtiger. Will he circle around? There he goes, just barely squeaking past before it can get a shot off. There is a Panther here to support, but it's fallen extremely low. Oh no, they just abandoned the Jackson in the enemy base. And the Jagdtiger is still alive. If he had sent all 3, maybe that would have gone a little bit differently. Who knows? It's extremely low. Really needed support from just a little bit more. Going deep without his teammates' help didn't really pay off. Meanwhile, the right side is looking a little bit fragile. Bar could spell trouble. There's a lot of bazookas over here. And field guns. And T-3485s. So that Bar will have to retreat or we'll go down for sure. Oh man, he just sent another Jackson deep.
We just lost a medium tank.
That was way too late to be sending that. This thing's already back up to half health.
100 points remain. He organized the assault.
Still, the Allies do have all 3 victory points, and the Axis need to capitalize on the fact that they just killed so much stuff. They need to push and just take 2 points for just 1 second. Probably spend a little less time repairing and just get in there. These tanks are in good enough condition to fight. These conscripts will get forced away. Axis are taking a point. A fresh Greyhound has been fielded, but he gets destroyed before he can get the canister round off. The Vet-3 pack howitzer has actually been fielded to the center, and it's inflicting a ton of damage on these grenadiers. But they will manage to get the point captured before being forced to retreat by incendiary, or no, by time on target artillery, apparently. So the Axis have taken control of the center. If they can take control of 1 more victory point, they will win the game. Pretty much guaranteed. They need to push now. Can't just sort of sit here with 4 Panthers.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements.
Kind of a half-hearted push to the left side here. that squad away with ease. We do have some more infantry from Lidocaine pushing, but he's getting into suicidally close range against these shock troops. I don't know what he's thinking. Taking massive damage, he's just throwing his units away at this point. What are you doing? I realize that they only need one victory point, but that was just suicide. A fresh King Tiger has been fielded from Lidocaine as well. Hopefully that will help. These 4 Panthers really should be spearheading a stronger push. They could probably overwhelm everything over here on the left side, especially with that Yag Tiger helping them out. Only 20 points remain. The Axis are going to run out of time if they don't field some infantry to these victory points immediately. I think that could be GG. 8 points remain.
Down to 10 points.
GG, that's it. Despite having a huge tank army. Alright, well, that concludes the game. I think the Axis had that one in the bag. I don't know what they were thinking at the end. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please send me replays of your own. I'm happy to do a cast for you.